One thing we do like to do at our shows here at Ashbury's is to feature some up-and-coming new faces of comedy. And this guy has been performing at some of the clubs around the area, and he's one of my favorite new faces, and a lot of people think he's my grandfather. Please welcome Joe Larkin!
Actually, I'm not his grandfather. I wouldn't do his grandmother. Are you kidding me? Have you seen her? I mean, I tried. I really tried. But she wasn't moving. Actually, I think she was dead. Yeah? But, you know, at my age, necrophilia is not a bad option. You know? They can't call the police on you. You know? And they can't squeal on you. They can't tell everybody what a little dick you have. Actually, mine's not bad, you know, once you get all the wrinkles ironed out of it. They put me up here early because I could be dead before the show's over. I mean, I don't mean that I could bomb. I mean that I could literally die, you know. I figure if I can get out of bed in the morning and get into the bathroom and brush my teeth, I got about a 50-50 chance of making it through the rest of the day, you know? And it's getting close now, so keep an eye on me. If I fall over, just put me in a dumpster out back and tell my wife I ran off with one of these lovely young ladies back here. That way she won't have to pretend to mourn me. You know, she can just stay pissed off at me for the rest of her life. Actually, yeah, you know, when you get to be my age, you start getting all these problems. You guys, some of you guys I know about this, right? I get up in the morning, I can't pee. I have to stand there for like 15 minutes before I get a little trickle going. Yeah, and I've been constipated forever. I told my doctor about this. He gives me a prescription. He says, here, take one of these pills, call me in the morning and let me know how everything came out, right? Yeah, he thinks he's a comedian too. Anyway, so I'm an old hippie from way back in the 1960s, you know? And I figure if one pill is good, 3 have to be better, right? You could probably write the rest of this joke yourself. Anyway, so I took the 3 pills, and the next morning, 6 o'clock, I peed like you wouldn't believe, man. The floodgates open. And then at 7, I had a huge bowel movement. I bet I lost about 10 pounds. And then at 8 o'clock, I woke up. I called my doctor. I said, you prick, you owe me a mattress. Anyway, he argued with me for a long time. And he said, I can't be on the phone with you with this nonsense. I've got patients to see, and my time is valuable. And he hung up on me. I said, hey, I have important stuff to do too, and I got to take a shower, and then I got to get my wife to clean up all this crap over here. Anyway, so he got me really mad, so I went to my bedside stand and I got out my gun. I keep it there to ward off the rapists. What? Could happen, right? My wife tried it a couple times. Now she sleeps out in the shed. She came in the other night. She goes, can I have a space heater or something? It's cold out there. I said, what, are you kidding me? You could roll over in the middle of the night and burn my damn shed down. And where would I keep my tools? Anyway, I love my wife. Actually, she's here tonight and she's celebrating her birthday. She's back there. Her name is Lynn. She allows me to joke about her and everything, but she's real supportive. She said to me, do any of you people remember Carol Burnett? Yeah. Yes, okay. I was in a club the other night. There were all these teenagers and young kids. Nobody knew who Carol Burnett was. I had to explain it to them. Anyway, you remember Carol Burnett used to do this at the end of her show to let her family know that she was thinking about them. So my wife said to me the other night, she said, why don't you have some little endearment that you do for me when you're up on the stage so that I know you're thinking about me and that you love me? Come on, she doesn't really talk like that. Her voice is really annoying. Anyway, so let's see, where was I? Oh yeah, I was headed down to the doctor's with my gun. Remember that? Remember that story? Anyway, I got down there and he talked me out of the gun. He gave me a free rectal exam is what he did. And now, you know, he thinks we should be friends. He's been following me around for weeks. Every time I turn around, there he is going, I wish I could quit you. There's some gay cowboys in here. Only kidding, only kidding. You know, I wasn't always this old. I was a young guy once. I went to college back in the 1960s. Maybe you've seen me on the History Channel. I was the guy with the long hair and a big beard. You know, I had the love beads, you know, and little granny glasses and the whole thing. And I had the tie-dye T-shirt with the peace symbol on it. Remember those? Yeah. I wasn't really a hippie. I just dressed that way for the free weed. Back then, if you walked around looking like that, somebody'd hand you a joint. You know, just like that. Anyway, yeah. And back then, I had a hog too. I was on that hog day and night. That's what we call my girlfriend, the hog. Actually, I think she was everybody's girlfriend. She ate me out of house and home, and she was working through all my friends. She finally ran off with this biker chick, and last time I heard, they were eating their way across America. Anyway, so, oh yeah, I remember I was in college at the time, and I was taking classes, but I was so stoned all the time, I didn't remember any of it, you know? I thought, what? I know I took these classes. I know I went there, but I can't remember the things that I studied. So I read this article the other day. It said, if you learn something when you're stoned, that if you get stoned again, you'll remember it, right? So I found a joint of marijuana in my grandson's backpack. And I waited till everyone went out of the house and I lit up. Everything became crystal clear to me. It turns out I've got a PhD in English literature. I didn't even know it. Yeah. Anyway, so I was walking around quoting Shakespeare all night, you know, and I got hungry, and I had the munchies. I ate everything in my refrigerator. I was working on my cabinets, you know, and in the morning I was quoting like T.S. Eliot, you know, licking cookie crumbs off the counter. And then I came down, and this is what you get, folks. A stupid old fart with a paranoid headache and a bad case of diarrhea. Anyway, I'm going to have to go now, but remember my name, Joe Larkin. The next time you see it, it's going to be right up there at the top of the obituary page. Thank you so much.